Welcome back to another Maya Top Gear, and I have moved on to shotguns. And in my hand is the interfacer, a Seraph shotgun that you get from the Hammerlock DLC for beating Voracidous. The interfacer has kind of an interesting fire pattern, where it's hard to do it in this room, but the bullets split and then come back together. So you actually get 3 bullets for every pellet listed, giving you a lot of extra pellets on this thing. Now, it does take 2 ammo a shot, which is kind of a lot for a single barrel shotgun like this, but that's not a big deal because, yeah, the unlisted pellets. It does, however, make this kind of a boss gun. Using it as your main weapon while mobbing, you can sometimes get into ammo issues with a gun like this. So that's why I consider it more of a bossing gun than a mobbing gun. That's not a bad thing, it's just a thing worth mentioning. I have 2 different versions here. I want to kind of look at those quickly. So, right here, if you pay attention, if you look straight ahead and see where all the crosshairs are, the rectile, I guess, on this. And then this one. So, this is a critical hit prefix, giving it 110 critical hit. It normally has 60. So it's got a critical hit boost and unlisted pellets. Now, you notice here, it's actually tighter to start with 9 pellets. Now, its max accuracy isn't as good. As you can see these numbers, 72 versus 78. But with the vertical prefix, you don't really... Gaining 2 extra pellets and keeping the accuracy that close... Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. You can see here, especially with the way the accuracy starts, gaining that fire rate, the practicable here is just better. I would say that fire rate's going to make a difference. And if you land them all on crits, you're probably going to get more out of that critical hit. It's hard to tell which one is really better here. 2 extra pellets versus the extra critical hit damage. But with more fire rate and the fact that you don't really lose much accuracy, it's kind of hard to go between them there. So that's why I kind of brought both here to play around with. Now, it's also a pretty good chain reaction gun because of the unlisted pellets and just sheer amount of pellets, so... But if you don't hit the guys in the sweet spot, it doesn't actually do that much. So you can see there, I guess, ammo consumption is going to be a thing to look at. And you can see it can eat through enemies, but it costs quite a bit while mobbing in a situation like this. More than it should. Of course, that was a nice one-shot. And that was there, too. So if you can land them right on that sweet spot, it's really good. But, there is a cost here. So there we go, he goes down. But, yeah, I'm down to 40 ammo. I should have opened all these. I should still be below. So that's, it's concerning. So, on sale, not the end of the world, because he regens all that ammo. But on Maya, it's a concern for sure. Where did that guy go? Alright, let's see. Where are these guys? Ooh, that was too close. And I'm already out of ammo here. So that's an issue. I have to run and get more. And while this is, you know, it's kind of bar none for bosses and some raids and stuff, you can see on stuff like this, it has issues. It's still, because I'm kind of being down on the gun. I'm not in love with this gun for these reasons. Oh shit, I did not mean to do that. That's gonna be bad. Yeah, its DPS is fantastic. Just, you know, comes at a very high cost. You know, I still wasn't able to take out Oni in one phase lock there. Where is he? What the fuck? And an ultimate badass nomad right here? So that's really bad. Ah, shit. And there's gonna be other shotguns that have this same issue. Ah, fuck. And
now you will fall.
I had to throw those quasars just to get that ammo.
That was awesome.
Alright, now I've got some ammo. Let's see if I can finish this.
Enough. Oh, I enjoyed that.
Alright, finished Oni. It wasn't pretty, mainly due to ammo issues. But it's done. Let's see how the rest of this goes. I should be able to get a lot of ammo here. I'm going to kill these guys before I hit the chest or anything. Open up everything and get some weighted drops. Come on, where's the other guy? Really, you're also going to hide? And I'll go up here and grab that as well. So yeah, DPS wise, it's hard to compete with this gun. Come on. But there is a cost. And although I was kind of harsh on it, I still have it in that #1 spot because it's one of the few guns kind of outside the Sandhawk that you can still really effectively raid with Maya. And that's a big deal. Is there just no barrel there? Or there? That's fucking weird. Alright, so I'm just going to get this guy down right away. The other problem is, it's got that very specific range, so you've got to really learn that. Kind of like the Hail and some of the really good guns. You have those kind of things you need to learn, but outside of its sweet spot, its DPS really falls off. But when you land all those crits there, it is fantastic. That was the wrong guy. And there was a good example of chain reaction working well with it.
Critical.
To get this guy down. Okay. Let's spawn these guys. So now I'm doing better with ammo with it on these guys.
Freeze.
Ah, I meant to get that ironclad. You can see there, Chain Reaction did a really nice job with it. Took all them out. And one pretty good grouping. So hopefully I can get these guys as well. Shit. I wanted to keep them together. Hopefully I can fight off this fire dot.
Well, that was something.
And did it with 14 ammo left. But there's plenty of ammo to open here and in the next room. But because I'm worried about ammo, I'm actually going to go open up all of these and then come back to those if I still need them. So I'm worried about them getting me over that halfway threshold. Not getting enough ammo out of this room because I really need to get the full ammo here. And the game was not being that kind on ammo drops. Let's see here if this will... Actually, I'm getting up there now. Yep, I'm full. So that worked. And let's go check this out. So this room's got a lot of enemies, but I will have to open the chest in here as I go. I usually don't really do that. Oh shit. Alright, you went down.
Shut up.
And someone's chasing me. See if I can get some chain reaction kills here. Alright. Drop some ammo, that is good.
Silence.
And yep. So the game is very good to me in there. And some more here, this is good. So I've still got those chests.
Stop.
Yeah, that guy can run away. I'll go deal with these guys. Come on, slag him. That fucker.
This will hurt.
Alright. He went down. Let me go ahead and open these.
Quiet.
And that should be setting off the bosses there. And that should be plenty of ammo, but while those open up, I'm gonna see if I can get more. Ooh, that was a little too early in my
You won't enjoy it.
part.
Freeze. Bedtime.
Alright. Dealt with him pretty well. And I was able to shoot around his shield there, which is really cool. So, you can see, really great DPS, but you really want to hold this back for when you need it, and kind of not use it as your always-on utility gun or your always-on main gun. And that's how you get the most out of it. You know, keep it for the badasses, keep it for the bosses, and its DPS will, you know, not a ton of guns can compete with the DPS of this thing. But beware of its ammo consumption. Kind of cool. And that is the interfacer. Parts-wise, because it's Hyperion, you can be pretty flexible on the stocks. It's one of those guns that it's so good, you don't need to be that picky on the prefix, but I would definitely say on this one, vertical prefix wins out the day for it, mainly because you don't lose a lot of accuracy for those 2 pellets, and the extra fire rate is going to really help. But a lot of your prefixes, like your general boost, will be good. It is a Hyperion shotgun. As you saw, it was going through the mag pretty quick. You know, it's 19 here, and that's with 10 out of 5 foresight. But it's got a pretty decent fire rate, and especially if you have fire rate skills, you're going to be reloading a lot. So any of the prefixes that help reload speed or mag size, very good. You really want to stick to a Hyperion grip on this one. Pretty much for that reason. You know, a bandit grip I often like on a lot of Hyperion stuff, but on this thing, you're just reloading too often. You're not going to get enough out of that mag to really make it worth it, and you do lose accuracy, which means you hit less in crits, and kind of doesn't help that DPS that great on it. So you really want to stick for that Hyperion grip, but you can be pretty flexible on accessories. I would say vertical prefix is best, but you can deal with a lot of them. And, yeah, the stocks, you're not going to have that big of a deal with stocks. So that is the interfacer, number 1 of the top gears. I have it on that number 1 slot, mainly because of its raiding utility and boss utility. There's not a lot of guns that hit that, and it's still really good for mobbing, but you just can't use it as your main gun. But shotguns are kind of like that, in my opinion. There's very few shotguns that you can kind of maintain as your main weapon and not run into ammo issues. There are a few, but there are not a ton of those. So that, while I mentioned that a few times, it's not the biggest drawback. I just wanted to kind of, you know, be honest about that and, you know, cover that part of the gun. So yeah, that is the interfacer, and I will continue to do the rest of my top gear and honorable mentions for shotguns in the coming week or so. So look forward to those, and I hope you guys enjoyed. That's it. See you later. Bye.